I actually met when I was going to school, starting to do dental assisting, and I've actually got to work with him on the clinic aspect of my studies. And he used to go and donate his time for the poor, a couple of times a month, and a couple of times I got to work with him in the clinic setting, and we got along just great. Started working for him in a part-time job as I was still going to school. And we hit it off. We had the whole entire Spanish crowd that I was able to help him with because he had just moved here from San Antonio, Texas. That's how it all began, 34 years ago. And I dental assisted for about 5 to 7 years. Then we moved and we went on our own because he started with his father-in-law when he moved down here. And we started the practice, and I'm very well versed in all aspects of it because I also do lab work. So that helped me to be a good office manager as far as explaining to the patients what the procedures are and all the different things that are done in the office, and also understand what the treatment for the patients will be. The thing is that the more information the patient has, the better that they're going to be able to acquire what they're looking for, which is oral health. We can repair, we can maintain, we can give you instructions on how to do it yourself, but the reality of it is that even though we might fix your entire mouth and we might make you healthy, a lot of it relies the responsibility back to you. And the only way that you're able to do that good is if you get the information that you need and if you're able to do the oral care that you need at home to maintain what we have already fixed. So once we fix you, we don't want you to get broken again. We want you to come to our office, we want you to be healthy, and our goal is to continue for you to have a healthy smile and for you to come and visit us. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. We're very friendly. We've had patients being here 34 years that we're now working on their grandchildren, which is kind of nice. The main thing and the main focus for us is not just to fix your teeth, but for you to be able to maintain oral health. We love to see you every couple of months, every 6 months, like you're supposed to come in to maintain your teeth. But our goal is that when we see you, we really don't want to have to put you through a whole entire dentistry treatment that you've had, we repair, and we hope that you learn the tools that we gave you for oral health care. Because I'm the office manager, I like to place myself on the point of the patient that's coming in. Most of the people that come to the dentist, in reality come to the dentist because something is usually bothering them. There's a fear that is attached to coming to the dentist, that everything's going to hurt, but there's a bigger fear, which is the cost of the dentistry. And a lot of people find themselves with a surprise bill whenever they go to an office. One of the things that I like to do is that I like to have patients come in. I like to assess what they need. We like to be able to give them a pre-estimate ahead of time of what their needs are going to be and what their fees are going to be. If they have insurance, I'm more than glad to give them all the information that they know. I don't like to surprise anybody. We don't like to surprise anybody at this office with a bill that they don't expect. And we like to be able to help the patient when they need dentistry done to not only acquire quality dentistry, but also be able to afford to do it by giving them different arrangements. We are not a provider of any insurance. We are a fee-for-service office. It requires, if you want to have any coverage, to have a PPO insurance plan. Basically, all the insurance companies are fine. It's the policy that you need to have in order to get coverage. When you have PPO coverage, that means that you have the choice to go anywhere else. I file the insurance for the patients. A lot of them don't know how to deal with the insurance, and sometimes they even get things that are misunderstood from the insurance company. They make mistakes too. So I'm able to understand all those procedures and all those things and all those codes that they're asking for. So by me pre-filing for them, it gives them an idea of exactly what out-of-pocket is going to be, and that way they can better plan what their financial needs are going to have to meet. At our office, we have an extensive soft tissue program. We usually start our patients not only by doing just a cleaning and, and an exam and x-rays. Part of our examination on the first time that you come in is that we do a full periodontal examination, which involves measuring the gums and making sure there are no pockets, there's no tartar underneath the gum, because those are things that tear away your bone. And eventually you have these cases where people lose their teeth because they've been going to the dentist to have a regular polishing, but really what they needed a long time ago was for somebody to just take special care and attention to the gums and see what was happening underneath the gums. The bones are the structure, okay, of our teeth. If the bone is not healthy, then you don't have anything that is retaining your teeth in place. So our goal is to make sure that you have healthy bone, healthy gums, and everything else after that is a success. If you don't take care of that foundation of it, then it's not going to be successful no matter how pretty it looks. Our practice is reconstructive dentistry, and one of the things, that's the specialty that Dr. Peruyera does. He's very good at aesthetics, but he is also one of the best dentists. We provide very good quality dentistry. We've had patients that have had crowns done over 25 years ago that are still very healthy. These patients have healthy, wonderful smiles that we've had for a long time. We do cosmetic dentistry, which is veneers and bonding, basically being like tooth color materials that we can put and repair smiles. And sometimes it's something as simple as replacing a filling that is old, and that will drastically change your smile. A lot of people don't think of the dentist when they think of bad breath. We've actually been a bad breath center here, which is Florida Fresh Breath, that we've had a while back. And one of the things is that people don't realize that bad breath really hinders the way that they approach other people and how they do business even. We're in a business district, and it's, you know, it's something that every day, if you have a meeting or if you have a meet with somebody, bad breath is a big issue. So one of the things that we can fight bad breath with is by working on the gums and making sure that that person has healthy gums and clean teeth. If it's not clean, it contributes to your bad breath. If you have dentistry that is needed, it contributes to your bad breath. We work very hard to make sure not only that we have your smile healthy, but that we give you the tools that you need for oral health care at home so that you can keep that from happening. The staff works very well together because we've all been here for a very long time. I've been with Dr. Peruyera for 34 years now. Anna, the assistant, has been with him since 1989. Our hygienist has been with us since 1997. We pretty much not only are the staff to the office, but we're a family. And we all know the realms of everybody's work. So it's not where one person does one thing and is not aware of the other. We're pretty much very involved in what each other does, and we understand what each other's procedures and what is happening in all the rooms and understand what's happening with every patient that we see. So we're able to explain the procedures at every point. We're in the heart of downtown Miami. It's the business district. So obviously we're surrounded by a lot of law firms that we see a lot of the patients from there because we have been here so long in this area. Word of mouth has been pretty much our biggest advertisement. It's very convenient in the building that we're in because we have parking. We're one of the few buildings that have covered parking, which is very important when it's raining. And we know that even though it's a sunshine state, it does rain a lot. And we validate parking, so they don't have to pay exuberant amounts of money for it because it is very expensive to park downtown. The address is 444 Brickell Avenue. It's in Miami, Florida, and we're located in the lobby in number 48. I actually wanted to study forensic dentistry, and I didn't have the availability to do that because we had just come, from Cuba when we came here. So obviously my parents did not have exuberant amount of money for me to do that. So I've always had an interest on dentistry, and I've had an interest on how dentistry involves the whole entire human body, and forensics is really what I loved, but I didn't have that opportunity to do that. So I did the closest thing, and here I am. Dr. Peruyera is a very good person. He's a humanitarian. He's one of the few people that is genuinely good and loves what he does. He's not only great at what he does, but there is an element of caring that he has for the patient. I would go as far as saying that he's pickier than the patient is. He will not let you walk out the door with anything that is not completely 100% satisfactory. It's not only because it represents him, but it's just because he puts himself in the place of the patient. Because of that, we have a very friendly atmosphere. We've been here so long that our practice has sustained itself by referrals. And that's the best way to describe somebody that can keep so many years in practice. That tells you that he's doing a good job. When we see our patients, it's become friendlier. We don't want you to feel like you're going to the doctor's office. We want you to feel like you're coming to a friendly place. A lot of the times they bring jokes, and different things that we share with them, and we've seen their families grow for the most part. He feels for the patients, and he transfers that into a lot of mission work. He goes every year to Nicaragua for a couple of weeks. He's been going to India for the last 2 years as well. And one of the things that they do is they work on kids that basically are very far away from anywhere else where they'll be able to go get any kind of medical or dental care. And there's a mission work that they put together, and dentists go over there and they donate their time And they work on these kids anywhere from doing extractions, people in the town that have toothaches, having their teeth cleaned. And besides that, one of the things that they do is they also try to teach them about just trying to maintain their dental health, their body health in general, how it's affected by that. And in a lot of remote areas, they really don't have any understanding of this. So it's not only that they take care of their teeth, but they also take the message of how they can be better. If you're looking for a dentist, do yourself a favor. Come to the very best. That is Dr. Shihar in downtown Miami. You're not only going to love him, you're going to love the staff, and I promise we are going to help you, and we're going to make this the best blessed experience that you can think of that you're able to have at a dental office.